The goal isn't to die with the most candy, it's to enjoy the treats while you can.
Here on Protect and Grow Chicagoland Retirement with Chicagoland's certified financial planning professional, Tim Stearns, CFP. Tim, always a pleasure to have you here on the program. You've got a few stories about Halloween and how Halloween is actually a great comparison to retirement.
Interesting you bring it up. Yes, I do. The first one I'm going to call having too much candy. And that's basically, when you go through life, your fear of running out can lead you to over conservatism. Maybe you're not handing out candy to every kid that comes by. You can spend too little and miss the best years of that, where you're holding all your money inside and you're not getting to live the best life that you can. What happens here is planning will help you enjoy it responsibly. You know what things cost, you know what you need to have. The moral of the story is the goal isn't to die with the most candy, it's to enjoy the treats while you can.
Well, Tim, that actually is a great example. Happened to me a few times where I thought I was going to have a lot more trick-or-treaters, and then the flow stopped much earlier, and I was left over with pounds of candy. Didn't know what to do with it, and my waistline suffered as a result.
I understand that, but let's talk about the flip side of that. Having too little candy. If you don't know how much things are going to cost you out there, you could be overspending early, which at the end of the day, you risk of running out later. You could have, balance is the key here. Spend with purpose, not impulse. When we do a protect and grow blueprint, we make sure that we're having that done. You want to have a sustainable withdrawal plan that helps the candy and, of course, your money last.
And Tim, I've done this one as well. I started out the night not expecting that many trick-or-treaters because we hadn't had them the year before. We have an ebb and flow in my neighborhood, it seems like. But this year we had many, many more. And I was handing out candy like a madman early on in the evening. I was giving each kid handfuls. Go ahead and take all you want. And then slowly, like I could see the trick-or-treaters still coming down the road toward my house, but the supply had gotten very short. And so I started having to do just one at a time for everybody. And worried that I would run out later on.
Well, Peter, that does happen to all of us. The other scenario that I've seen, it's all about surprise on this one, and that's this. I saved up all the candy that I had, and then something happened where all the candy ran out. Well, let's talk about that in retirement. It could be taxes, it could be inflation, it could be healthcare costs, and it definitely can be market losses. So these, inflation, taxes, healthcare can deplete your savings. Proper planning and diversifications help you safeguard your candy bowl or your retirement assets.
The little gremlins in the household pulled this one on me, Tim. I had bags of candy ready well in advance. I had stashed them appropriately away in the cabinets, except they found those cabinets of candy. And I thought I was all ready Halloween night. I opened up the cabinets and most of the candy was gone. Right? You got to understand where you keep your candy might have some risk associated with it. Right, Tim?
I agree. If it's at head level and your son can see that, it's not good, right?
No.
So here's the scariest one though, to me, out of the whole bunch, and that is running out of candy and or money. There are different things out there that people don't realize. For example, longevity risk, running out of money before running out of life. That's why we work with people having guaranteed income sources, whether it's through annuities, pensions, Social Security, but that will help offset this terrible story of running out of money. But also, you need to build a distribution plan that ensures that your candy or your money, in this case, lasts all night.
Yep. Well, Tim, we are in the fall season and we are having a change in weather as well as our economic environment. Interest rates are also falling. The market is remaining strong, which is a benefit. We appreciate that. What do people need to be thinking about between the end of the year, which is rapidly approaching?
Well, one thing I would be really worried about is these falling rates. We're seeing that the Fed is going to start cutting interest rates And with that comes loss of opportunity to get the best income you can for your money. That's why we're making sure that people understand. They give us a call at 1-800-640-2256. We can help them avoid all these different, horror stories that we've gone through today. And that's one of the things that we're really good at doing is showing people we don't want you to run out of money. We don't want you to overuse the money, but having a plan matters.
So falling interest rates a concern for conservative investors and retirees looking for income payouts. So act now before rates do fall any further while they're strong, I guess would be the moral there. But what about like year end to do tasks? Anything that needs to be on our radar there?
I think so. Yeah. These are the ones that we talk about. Require minimum distributions, make sure they're scheduled, and most importantly, make sure they're completed. We also have time right now to be looking at Roth conversions. There's still time to convert before year end. Lowers your future taxes. We also have contributions. Make sure you're maxing out your contributions before deadlines. Especially, if you're older, you can do things like the $7,500 catch up if you're over 50. Make sure you're looking at tax loss harvesting, use market fluctuations to offset some of your gains. One big one here is charitable giving. Take advantage of deductions or qualified charitable distributions. And lastly, the moral of this whole story is start these now, not in mid-December, so you're not scrambling later.
We do appreciate the time, Tim, here on Protect and Grow Chicagoland Retirement, a program for proactive savers and investors. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment if you've enjoyed the program. And of course, if you've got questions about your own future and would like to have that Protect and Grow written retirement blueprint, give Tim Stearns CFP and TJ Stearns Inc. a call. 800-640-2256. That is 800-640-2256, or visit online tjstearns.com, tjstearns.com. Tim, appreciate seeing you.
Great seeing you, Peter.
Tune into Chicagoland certified financial planner Tim Stearns' full radio program and visit tjstearns.com for many valuable resources, including other great episodes of Chicagoland Retirement. Be sure to subscribe.
Investment advisory services offered through Cornerstone Securities, LLC. The information presented on this program is provided for informational purposes only without warranty of accuracy, completeness, or suitability for particular purpose. This program is not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, legal, or tax advice. This information is general in nature, not specific enough to be construed as advice. You should not make any decision based on the information presented on this program without independent consultation with an appropriately licensed professional or competent advisor. Investment in securities or the market involves a potential risk for loss of principal. Trading, therefore, may not be suitable for all listeners. Annuity guarantees are based solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing company. Withdrawals of growth from annuities may be taxable as ordinary income in the year it is taken. Individuals should review contracts for specific details of the product's features and costs.